welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. If you are new, hi, I'm Cora. Make sure you check out the description box below for links to all my social accounts as well as my website, corashay.com. And let's get into today's video because I'm going to be sharing a 10-day productivity challenge that you can do to help you become a more productive person. Hi everyone! Live your best possible life. Alright guys, and I cannot talk enough about how important. With the new year quickly approaching, this is a great opportunity to work on bettering yourself and improving yourself. You do not have to wait until January 1st to work on becoming the best version of yourself, and working on learning habits and routine items that are going to help you be more productive and help you get more done each day is a great way to work on bettering yourself. So try doing this productivity challenge for 10 consecutive days, or if that's not feasible, just 10 days throughout the course of 1 month, whichever works for you. First up, do a time log. If you've watched any of my videos or read any of my articles on time management or productivity on corashay.com, then you have probably heard me talk about this, and it is so important. If you have not yet done a time log, please, please, please do this day of the productivity challenge. It is so helpful to get an idea of where your time is going each day. I mean, honestly, it happens to every single person where the day ends and all of a sudden you're like, where did my time go today? Like, what happened exactly today? And that's where a time log comes into play. So I guess I didn't really cover what a time log actually is, but it's decently self-explanatory. What you do is you start at the beginning of your day, right when you wake up, and you have a notebook, piece of paper, or you can do it on your phone, whichever you prefer. And you can either do it in 30-minute increments or in 60-minute increments. I find that doing it on the hour is a little bit easier. And then at the end of every hour, try setting a timer on your phone for every hour if you find yourself forgetting to fill it out. And just do a little shorthand notating what you did in that last hour. It's going to allow you to see, wow, all I did in the last hour was make my bed. It doesn't take 60 minutes to make my bed. What else did I do? Oh, I watched, TikTok videos for 42 of the last 60 minutes. That's where your time may be going in the day. Of course, you may not have anything alarming at the other end of it, but there's a good chance that you do, and you see that there are things that are happening in your days that are sucking up a lot of your time and stopping you from getting more done, being more productive, so that you can be the person that you want to be. 2, make a productive morning routine. Starting your day on the right note is so important for having the best, most productive days that you can possibly have. If you're starting your day on like a sluggish note and you're not getting much done right away, that is going to set the tone for the entire day. So start your day right away with a productive morning routine. I have an entire blog post that I will link below where I go through 12 different ideas for what your productive morning routine can look like. I highly recommend going and checking out that post and saving it for this day of the challenge whenever you choose to do it, and giving you these ideas so you can start building that productive morning routine. Of course, pick the ones that are the most relevant to you and your life and how much time you have in the morning and what your days look like. But just making a conscious effort to be productive right away in the morning and to have that productive morning routine is going to set you up for more productive days. 3, start making prioritized to-do lists for this day of the challenge. This is when you're going to really start honing in on to-do lists, which are one of the most important tools for productivity in my opinion. And on this day, you're going to make your daily to-do list. If you don't already make one, then just start there. If you already make one, great, congrats, you are a step ahead. But then after you make your to-do list, you are going to go back through and number the items from 1 to whatever, 1 being the most important item, all the way down. Because a lot of times we do make a to-do list, which is great, which is fantastic, but we don't prioritize them, which means that, chances are we're going to get like the most 1 or 2 most important things done. But are we doing number 9 on our list before we're doing number 4? Because they all kind of start to blur at that point. Probably, which is just human nature, of course. But you can fight that and do your to-do list in order of priorities, and that is going to help you ensure that you're getting the most important things done, and it's going to allow you to push yourself a little bit more as well and be a little bit more ambitious to try to complete more numbers and to get further onto your to-do list. Also, little side tip here, your to-do list should probably not be feasible. Your to-do list should have more on it than you think that you can accomplish that day, and some days, probably most days, you're not going to accomplish it all, and that's okay. Pushing yourself, motivating yourself, and encouraging yourself is so important. Be ambitious with your to-do list. Put more than you think you can do, because some days you're going to get it all done, which is incredible. That was such a great productive day, and reward yourself when you have those days. And other days you're going to end the day with, okay, you know what, that's where I'm stopping for the day, but I did a lot. And you know, when you push yourself and you do a little bit more on your to-do list, you are probably going to be accomplishing a little bit more than you would have if your to-do list wasn't ambitious and if your to-do list wasn't prioritized. Day 4 of the productivity challenge is going to be to set your monthly goals. I am a huge fan of goal setting. A lot of the reasoning behind that actually we just talked about when we talked about to-do lists, and that is that goals can push you to be more ambitious and to do things that maybe you don't think you can accomplish this month, but what if you do? What if you worked harder than you've ever worked before and you accomplish a goal in 1 month that you didn't think you could ever accomplish in 1 month? Imagine what that would feel like. It would feel incredible. And even if you only got 92% of the way there, not 100%, that's 92% more than you probably would have if you hadn't set that goal. So take the time on this day of the challenge, go through, either again, do it in your planner, on a notebook, or on your phone, whatever works the best for you, and make a list of your monthly goals. Day 5 is going to be all about learning how to do the most important tasks first. But here's where this gets a little bit more interesting. So we talked about your daily prioritized to-do list and how that is so important, and it's important to do the most, follow that order and get everything done. Yes. But here we're gonna make this a little bit more advanced. Your most important task is not necessarily your most important task. Your most important task may be the task that you dread doing so much that it weighs you down the entire day. It's like a dark cloud over your entire day. That task needs to get out of the way. Maybe you are like me and you do not love responding to emails. Then you need to respond to your emails right away. Maybe you have a report that's slightly more important to get done each day, but the entire time you're doing that report, you're going to be dreading the fact that you have to do emails next. Then do your emails first. Do whatever task you dread the most. If you don't have a task that you dread a ton, then you're just going to want to do the biggest, most essential task. But I know, obviously, I don't have a statistic on this, but I do know that this is a phenomenon I've talked about with a lot of different people in my life, that they feel this too, where they have a task that they dread doing and it weighs you down until you get it done. Free yourself up for the rest of the day by getting that task done first. Day 6 is going to be all about automating tasks. Technology is your friend. Technology can help you. It can help you have more time in your day to accomplish things that technology can't help you accomplish. If you are not automating things, then you need to spend this day of your productivity challenge taking at least like an hour out of your day to work on automating as many things as possible. Are there things that you are manually doing with your school, with your work, with your personal life that could probably be done by a computer or by your phone? If that is the case, which it is for most of us, then go through and work on automating tasks, as many tasks as physically possible. Have you never turned on the notifications on your calendar to accept that when you get an email about something with a time and date that you can just click yes and it adds it to your calendar? If you've never done that, then you need to go set that up in your email, because as much as taking 10 minutes to do that is kind of inconvenient, it can ultimately save you a ton of time from manually adding each of those events into your calendar, and it can help you avoid user error. But think about which tasks you are doing each day. That technology could help you out if you just committed a little bit of extra time for one day that could ultimately then save you a lot of time in the long run. Day 7, we are going to chat on this day about phone notifications. Phone notifications are something that I feel like, as technology grew, and I'm gonna date myself here, my first phone was an old Motorola Razr, the pink one, it's really cute. And phone notifications weren't a thing on there. If you got a notification, it was just a text or a call. But now I get literally hundreds of notifications every single day, or I did. And do you know what happens when you're working away at your computer and you hear your phone going buzz, buzz, you're going to get pulled out of your state of concentration and go over to that notification. Even if you see it and it's just oh, Target's telling you you have a coupon to use, and you're oh, great, cool, back back to work. That is still time that you lost, not only the time when you pulled out, but then when you go back to the task you were working on, your brain has to refocus, forget about whatever the notification was, and go back to focusing on what you're working on. When that happens like 100+ times throughout the workday, that is a lot of lost time that you are losing that you could be more productive. So this task is not all that fun, but it is so helpful. Go into your phone settings and go in and turn off notifications for any app that you do not need actual notifications for. And then also, even less fun, go into your email and unsubscribe from anything that you do not want emails from. I know every store does it, like you buy one thing and then you put your email in for tracking and all of a sudden you get 10 emails a day from them, but it's like, I'm not gonna unsubscribe, maybe I'll order something again. If you order something again, if you're gonna want something from that store again, then you're gonna put your email in again. That's fine. So go through, unsubscribe from emails, and turn off phone notifications so that you have more time where you can just focus without getting distracted. Day 8 is going to be all about planners. If you do not have a planner, then I highly recommend going out on this day of your productivity challenge and going and buying a planner that you like, or going online and ordering one, whatever. And then doing like a second day where you are going to be actually setting up that planner. But if you already have a planner, awesome, you are on track to helping yourself be more organized and productive. I personally use the Erin Condren Life Planner. I will link it below if you are looking for a planner. I also have a video that I will link below where I'm talking about how I set up my 2021 Erin Condren Planner. I will be doing a second one for 2022 because I have the same, very similar planner from them that I will be using next year because I love this planner so much. And all those resources can be very helpful for you. I could go on and on about planners, and I have a lot of videos and I have a lot of blog posts all about planners because they are so helpful for helping you stay organized, helping you stay on track, and keeping everything in one place. Going and searching for things in a bunch of different places is not helpful and it is not productive. However, like I said, I could talk about this for so long that I am just going to link below a blog post I have about planner tips for beginners. Go check that out. And if you want me to do an entire video on that, let me know because I can do that as well. Day number 9 is going to be all about your time holes. On this day, you are going to be looking for time holes, which, okay, like that sounds like it's like a sci-fi thing, but it's really not. It's time in your day where it is just getting sucked into oblivion. And yes, when you do your time log, this can help you kind of give an idea about these time holes that you have, but sometimes they're not as obvious. Sometimes it's a really long commute and you might be like, Cora, there's nothing I can do about my commute. It is what it is. Yes, but here's the thing. Like if you're driving, and of course, if you're taking like public transportation and you can hotspot onto your phone, like you have so many more resources. But for so many of us who have a long commute or even just like a moderate commute, you can do things during that time to be more productive. You can listen to self-improvement podcasts. You can listen to a nonfiction book related to your studies or to your career that's going to help you advance things. There are things you can do during a commute and during other time holes in your day that can help you be more productive. Being efficient in times like that is what's going to set you above the average person in terms of your productivity and what you're accomplishing every day. So spend this day figuring out where your time holes are and then how you can actually fix them. All right, and the final day of this productivity challenge that I'm going to be talking about is day number 10, and it is going to be about how to start a productivity streak. So we've all probably experienced these without even necessarily realizing you're doing it. When you start just getting on a roll where you're getting so much done and you are on a productivity streak. And wouldn't it be great if you could do at least one of those every single day? Yes, it would be. And did you know that they're actually not as hard as you would think to start one? A lot of times we get sucked into this feeling of like blah, and you don't want to do anything and you're not feeling motivated and your self-discipline isn't pulling through here. And that's okay, that happens to everyone, it happens to me all the time. And what is going to be the most important thing here is to do a simple task. Do something that is so easy, it's almost mindless, to get yourself going and to get yourself rolling. And that is going to help you start a productivity streak. And sometimes you may have to do 2 or 3 of those really simple tasks, but doing something that is not sitting on your phone or staring into space or watching TV or whatever, and actually is doing something productive, even if it is a small, simple productivity task, is going to help snap you out of that feeling of blah, and it's going to allow you to get productive and to get into the right mindset to have that productivity streak. Alright guys, I hope that this 10-day productivity challenge was helpful. I hope that you follow it and it gives you inspiration and tips you need to work on becoming your most productive self. If you did find this video helpful, make sure that you hit the subscribe button so you can always be notified when I have new videos, and also make sure you check out CoraShay.com because I have hundreds and hundreds of posts on there all about creating your best life and improving yourself. Alright, I hope everyone has a great day. Bye!